Welcome back to the other side. It's so dreary, but I guess this is as good a time as any to investigate my car, huh? Did we find my badge? I can't believe we found my badge. I don't know why it says Du Bois on it when I'm clearly Ambrosius Cousteau. No, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I'm a commander? I'm a freaking commander. Let's go. Oh, I don't know if I like the look of that, though. Hang on, this one gives me shivers. Let's do shivers instead of visual calculus. Who cares about visual calculus? And wait, was that it? Was that all the investigating I can do? Interesting. Well, let's look around, I guess. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Oh, I guess it's frozen. That's why we can't. I was gonna say, oh, I must not have the bag equipped, but no, it's frozen. Money. I want money. Money. All right, Kim, what's going on?
Yes?
I am not gonna talk to him about boots right now. Maybe never, I don't know. Should I talk to him about the boots? Let me know if I should talk to him about my boots. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. My footprints! This way. This way. I'm investigating. It seems the trail has run cold. Oh wait, the hood! I found the trail did not run cold. I just had to zoom out a little bit. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Oh, right. That was the blue color of my car. I thought maybe I dragged the hood over here or something. Okay. Well, where should we go first? Man, I don't know. This way. Let's collect some money. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Good. Ah, who are you? Quick travel unlocked. Fisherman, I can quick travel in this game? Crazy. Hello there, miss.
Hi, officer.
Hello, Lilienne. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Cool sword.
Factory balanced. Bakelite and stainless steel.
Ooh, I like it.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elysium? Why is it called that?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Well, as always, I am the lawbringer.
You've graduated to Lawbringer now?
Yes, Kim, thank you.
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second-guessed about anything. So what brings you here, Lawbringer?
Well, I've got questions. What's your name?
The name is Lilienne. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Nice sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
I wonder if that sword would be a good big pry bar for the ice cream machine.
Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
Flirting, eh? So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Oh, where's your husband now?
Gone.
Good.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it, and on to the beaches of Revachol. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
He disappeared. Sounds like a missing persons case. What do you think, Kim?
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead.
Was
Lost
he...
to the waves.
Was he murdered?
The lieutenant shakes his head again.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. He never respected the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
What? Death is nothing. I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
All right.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Okay, so the two little kids in the village playing with what look like rocks. Those are your kids, huh?
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
She does need to go on a date with... All right, let's explore the coast first. I was asked to get your signature, I think.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everart's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that...
So will you sign it?
Aye. Why not?
Excellent.
Fine. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Well, I was going to ask about Ruby, but I guess I'll ask about the missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? Haven't heard about those.
2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Snowmen? Was that the name of the bug? I don't know. Where'd they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Ruby, but I won't tell you that.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing you. That's all for now. What are these doing in the fish? What are what doing in the fish? Boots! +1 perception! Kim's like, would you like to wear those boots? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't know if I can get these boots off even. Alright, let's do the... Uh-oh, the planks creak beneath my weight. Does that mean I should not go this way? Maybe you better stay back, Kim. A ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Indeed it does. Alright. Well, let's continue on. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. Interesting. Jam rock shuffle time, am I right, kids? How do I get up there? Oh. Hey, kids. Oh, never mind. Money. So much money over here. Suli ram, ram. It's locked tight. I bet I could use my pry bar to get in there. You can't see into the house from this angle, but I assume it's Lilienne's, so we'll come back later, maybe. What are you kids doing with the rocks? Let's find out. After we look at the illegible... Wait, I forget what they call the village. Elisible? What's up, kids? Are they better mannered than Kuno?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lilienne's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I just said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
5-year-olds are stupid.
The other one laughs as well.
Are you laughing at me? Hang on, what physique check? Is it going to be Half-Light telling me to make them terrified?
The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Anyone can do that. Children are stupid. He agrees.
You're stupid.
Okay, how about the policeman asks you something else now?
Okay.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
Interesting. Does that make them upset?
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Alright, bye, kids. Exploring. Picking up my sweet 10 cents every time I look at something. Alright, what's over here? Nothing? I can't even pick up tear? Come on, guys, don't you put trash down? That's not tear? Alright, what's happening? Rust-eaten letters read Mazout. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. My car isn't the only one. Ooh, what's up here? Oh, hang on. Perception calls. What's up? Sweet. All right. Who you? Ooh, that looks cool. Huh. Excuse me, sir.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
What is this, a field trip?
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Trent Heidelstam. You must be Kim Kitaragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
How do you know Kim?
Nice to meet you.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course.
What?
Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book. You've heard of Kim?
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
I'm so confused.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Why? What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the pattering rain. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. Feld Electrical Research and Development.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical. And Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
What's R&D?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
He smiles brightly, laugh lines around his eyes. Are you making fun of me?
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Yes, of course.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical before.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
Ferro tape. Does this have something to do with that box that I think I'm still carrying around with me?
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
So, okay, what happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Oh, good job, Mikhail.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
And what did the revolutionaries do with the advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What's that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
Oh my god, this is so dry.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree.
Okay, so we could probably get it from the bookshop, I assume?
I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Worms sound a lot cooler.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
Alright. Something
Well, of
else,
course.
maybe? Something more
What else?
interesting? Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
Could I have some of that unimportant money then?
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms.
Uh-huh.
I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
Who said anything about huge amounts of cash?
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
Huh. By the way, do you work out?
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
I'm not really interested in the practice. Just want to know how often you work out. Now and then. That's what, like once a week?
Lomantang stick fighting is a little like a Berolidin addiction. I've been practicing it for nearly 20 years now, so you could say that my doses have grown a little peculiar.
Oh, know it well, know it well.
Wait, what does this man know about pyrrolidon addiction?
Hold on. Pyrrolidon addiction. What an interesting metaphor. Or perhaps not a metaphor at all.
You got me, detective. But my history should hardly come as a surprise.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
What are you, Batman?
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But anyway.
Great. Thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Yes, I'm happy that you were able to pick my brain. Is this sarcasm? I didn't offer a single thing to this conversation. Oh my goodness, that was boring. And I am mostly just getting into character. You know how I be. All right, let's admire this mural, I
You
guess.
see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Okay.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
All right. That's all. Let's get some money and sweet things. Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. Oh, hello. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. Oh, I do have the pry bar in my... Oh, there's two of them. Oh, there's boxes. Oh, boy. Sweet, Nosafed. Sweet money. Sweet box. There's a lot of stuff over here, baby. Let's go. Wait, can I go that way? Didn't look like I could. What are these huge windows? Bars cover these long, dusty windows, indeed. Oh, what's this thing? Ooh, hello. There's a lot of stuff to explore over here. What the heck? Quick travel unlocked church.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Smells bad. Let's touch it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it.
Well, sure, I can take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Does it raise any of my stats? I'll wear it. Don't think I won't.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not? It might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jacket?
Could have been multiple seagulls.
You should still take it.
I should take it. Thank you, interfacing. Let's take it. Filthy jacket. Well, we gotta inspect it. The filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. Sure, this sounds
As
good.
you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
How did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
I don't know.
Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
If composure says don't think about it, nah, I won't
Good
think about
choice.
it.
The less you think about the jacket, the better.
All right, we'll put it away. Oh yeah, my badge. I forgot. I picked up my badge and I can interact with it. I'm not going to though. It's just like gonna tell me that my name isn't Raphael, and I don't know that I can deal with that right now. There's so much stuff here. Wait, this said it was a church, didn't it? Like when we got here, it was like fast travel. You can go to the church. Huh. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Tear, tear, tear. Ooh, what kind of glasses were these? Mega binos, prescription lenses. That gives me encyclopedia because when you put on glasses, you become the biggest dork in the world. Ain't I right, Kim? Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Ah, like the Union vagrants? Well, vagrants aren't. Obviously, they're not members of the Union, but communists. I don't know. Coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Ooh, and something's there. A makeshift route. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. And here we have a postcard. Can I inspect it? No, it's just one of those things that I can sell, huh? Okay, banged up fuel canister. Probably there's nothing to do with these things except sell them, but who knows? And then, oh, we do have these boots that give us perception. What do the boots I'm wearing now give me? Authority. Let's put on our perception boots. They look really good, too. That way, when we walk around, we'll be able to see things a little better. Ooh, hello, money. All right, carrying on. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Is it tear? No. All right. Oh, hello.
The smell.
Oh,
It's awful and familiar.
that is awful.
It doesn't help. You can still smell it.
Isn't it just the rotting fish, though?
Don't be naive.
Oh, no.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Indeed.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Remember how we sold his handkerchief? Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak. All right. Well, we said careful. See what's in this trash can, I guess.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab.
You know what? Never mind. This guy's dead, isn't he?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
A chewing gum wrapper? Is it Tutti Frutti?
Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
I sure hope this isn't Lena's husband.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Yes.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We
No
need to
lo-
investigate.
No longer than 2 days. So, right? 2 days ago was 12:53 on day 1. So since Kim's gotten here, yeah, we'll investigate.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Breathe. Let's study the surroundings first.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Does step on the floorboards, does that go along with what Savoir Faire's telling me? Alright, let's examine everything first, then step on the floorboards.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
An open wound on the back of the head.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
Hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Okay, let's examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Darn.
It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Gotcha. Let's examine the chewing gum wrapper. Does it match the one that we found in Cindy's coal mine room?
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum.
Not at all.
Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Let's look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too.
Okay. I think spearmint chewing gum is usually white, not green.
Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
The whole pack? He put the whole pack of chewing gum in his mouth. Did he choke on it?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Is this a sequence killer? Alright, well, let's step on the floorboards. Carefully.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet.
Ooh, let's step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Let's look at the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
Let's search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Presumably the library card will have his name on it.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Yep. Alright. Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits.
Well, he only had 1 bottle of spirits.
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
Alright, so a whole bottle of spirits was enough. Let's examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Let's read the library card.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mijon, expires July 53.
Alright, I was worried it was going to say Morel, who is Lena's husband.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Let's look at the backside, I guess.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other actions. Let's take another look at the body and talk things through.
Sounds good. I just wanted to see the name on it before I asked him who this man is.
Lies on the board.
Who is this man, Kim?
His
Do you know
limbs
anyone
bent
by this
and
name?
turned.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
We were kind of messing around with that lady at the bookshop, saying like, oh, your husband's missing, isn't he? And she's like, no, he's not missing. But I think we learned from her that he was a drinker. And I think maybe that he didn't come home like 2 nights ago. I wonder if it's her husband.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
Yeah. What we're witnessing here is a demise of a great party beast. That leather jacket, an empty vodka bottle.
The wedding ring.
Ooh. The lieutenant points at the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
So what do you think happened here? I know what happened here. I'm a genius, but what do you think, Kim?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Well, we have his name. Well, what should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright. We've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from Machinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean.
Sounds good.
And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Sounds good. Oh, gross, man. What was in this thing? Did I not take it?
There's some tear,
Ah,
an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
yeah, let's examine.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
Oh, that is a lot. Was that all this guy, do we think?
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
And also, Kim just told us not to.
A tragedy.
A tragedy because of the smell? Let's look at the cigarettes.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible.
That's right. We drink responsibly and smoke responsibly. We won't worry. We won't let this affect our habits. Let's examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol.
I'm so hungry.
It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
All right. Uninteresting. This coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Well, a new case, eh? Let's just run haphazardly on this dangerous boardwalk. And this'll be where I end it. We do have a thought. We do have a skill point, so I could do the bringing of the law. I almost wonder, some of these thoughts, especially like the precarious world, I don't think is good. Like some kind of superstar, I haven't raised enough stats that the learning cap raising is good. So I'm wondering if maybe I should stop researching thoughts. But let's see what the problem is and see if I can guess what the solution and what the stat bonus would be. Lawjaw. Hey, so a little observation. It's all cool, man. Don't freak out. But every time you say, I am the law, and you say it a lot, it's true, I do. It's basically hello for you. Your jaw does this weird thing. Sort of shifts sideways, hanging off your face at a jaunty angle, while the word law sounds oddly guttural and low. I am the law. It's strange. You wouldn't notice it, but after saying you're the law 80,000 times, the question does come up. Why do you have lawjaw? If I had to guess, we are quoting something. And so the solution is like, it's from this cool cop show. And then we get esprit de corps from it. That would be my random guess. That sounds fine. Let's figure out what is the deal with the lawjaw. The stats, what was this going to show me? I don't know. We got plus something or other. Huh. And then, oh, it was because we leveled up. That's why. And then we got a dead body on the boardwalk. We still are looking for Ruby. There was something about a basement. I might have to rewatch a couple episodes or last episode ago to see what my skills were like. Oh, go to the basement. There's like a basement across the canal. And we've gotten one signature from Lilienne, and we just need another from Isobel. Oh, I bet we walked right past her, didn't we? We totally walked past her. That's disappointing. Oh well, I'll walk past her again and get the second signature. But that's going to do it for today. And I will continue this up. Continue this. Just continue this. I'll continue this next time. Till then, take care of yourselves.